Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 6.
The winter storm made its way into the valley today, making driving conditions a little harder than normal. Take a look at this video that a viewer sent from Bismarck. A garbage truck having a hard time staying on the road, even sliding sideways. We hope to bring you that video in a little bit because it is quite the video. A winter wonderland has returned for much of the valley. We're getting reports of a foot of snow or more from the Hillsborough area in North Dakota and in the Wadena area on the Minnesota side. And as the storm passes, we're kicking off our team coverage in the Northern Valley. Joining us live is Valley News Team's Ryan Laughlin to tell what it's looking like in the Grand Forks area right now. Ryan?
Andrew, the snow has been coming down all day today. Started in the morning, and it's been getting heavy and then lighter, but it's coming down pretty good right now. I'm on University Avenue, just outside of University of North Dakota's campus, and they've had a snow day today. Kids are actually, there's a little group of kids partying outside here, taking advantage of the snow day. And if you want to know where the schools are closed or even some government buildings are closed, we have a great tab on our website, valleynewslive.com. You can go up to it. You can see where the closures are in your neighborhood. Now, we are expected to see some more snow today. We're going to keep an eye on the closures. The National Weather Service said we could be seeing 3 to 6 more inches here in Grand Forks up until 6 a.m. So we'll be keeping a close eye on it and just check in on valleynewslive.com if you want to see where the closures are in your neighborhood. From Grand Forks, I'm Ryan Laughlin, Valley News Live. All
right, thanks, Ryan, so much. There are travel restrictions for some parts of North Dakota. For information on when and where those are, head to our website, valleynewslive.com. While some are ready for spring weather, there's a group that's actually happy to see snow in the forecast. Those in the snow removal business say February and March this year have already been better than last year. With each snow event, that can mean thousands of dollars for those who are paid to plow. And those out there today keeping the roads clear say this storm is different than most.
Anytime you get the heavier snow, it takes about 2 to 3 times longer to remove it.
Last year, some snow removal professionals were only called out once since February. They expect to be moving snow well into Wednesday this week. Taking a look outside through our Valley Skycam, we've been seeing the heavy, wet snow falling around the region for most of the day. Let's find out from Hutch what we'll be dealing with later tonight. Hutch?
Well, we have areas that are still getting hit by some heavy snow, and we have areas where we're in a bit of a lull, and that includes Fargo out towards Fergus Falls. Right now, look at some measurements across the region, and Wadena County and up there near the Hillsborough area picking up about a foot. Just a couple of miles north of Fargo, a report of 9 inches of snow on the ground. So some lofty totals out there. Portland also at 11 inches. 6.7 in West Fargo is the latest measurement. And for many of these areas, the snow continues. Jamestown just 2.5 inches. Sisseton 2.5 inches. But we will be adding to that total, and here is why. Looking at the radar in and around Cass and Clay County, we have some periods of snow. But look at Hillsborough. From Norman County into Hillsborough there and Mayville, some bands of moderate to heavy snow where you see the deep blues and whites. So we'll be adding to that 1 foot total in that area. Grand Forks to Crookston, some lofty snow or more intense snow bands do exist, but there is a nice break in the snow activity from Minneapolis straight up the I-94 corridor all the way to Fergus Falls and Fargo. Another band down to the south is forming. In this area here, where we see from Lakes Country up into Grand Forks, we could see some heavier bands of snow through the evening and an additional 3 to 6 inches. The dry slot making its way into Fergus Falls and Fargo, keeping us a little quieter with heavier bands to the south. Winter storm warnings do continue for most of our viewing area overnight. It will be overnight before this all wraps up. And here's a look at our forecast potential as we go through the evening. It does look like our temperatures will stay steady, and the best chance for 3 to 6 inches will be on a line from Grand Forks through Wadena, and again southeast North Dakota into northeast South Dakota. I wish I had my crayons to color that map for you a little better than I did there, but that was one of the subjects I struggled with. I did not struggle in science, and we'll go through the hour-by-hour forecast here in just a couple of minutes.
Art, you're saying?
Art was a struggle for me, yes.
I can help you with that, though.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
And make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app so you can keep up with the weather anytime, anywhere. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so that you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store and download it for free. And here's a look at that video we mentioned earlier that a viewer sent us from Bismarck. The garbage truck having a hard time staying on the road, sliding sideways. Not something you want to have coming at you. A woman was shot and a man has been taken into custody after a trooper responded to a vehicle crash on I-94 this morning. The trooper arrived on the scene and found a vehicle had lost control and hit the median barrier. At some point, the trooper fired their weapon, hitting the female, who then fled into a nearby field and was later found. The male passenger was taken into custody and the female was taken to Essentia Hospital in Fargo. The trooper involved was not injured and is on paid leave. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is leading the investigation. The names of the suspects have not been released. Police have identified the person who died in a house fire over the weekend as 40-year-old Emmanuel La Rochelle. The fire happened at La Rochelle's home at 214 4th Avenue North. Police say La Rochelle was the only one home at the time. Police believe the smoke detectors inside the home were not working. The fire is also believed to be accidental, but the cause is still under investigation. An investigation is underway in Beltrami County for what police believe to be a possible heroin overdose. Deputies say on Saturday they were called to the 9600 block of Nebish Road Northwest in O'Brien Township. That's about 20 miles northeast of Bemidji. When they got on the scene, they found the body of 40-year-old Timothy Yerbish of 10 Strike, Minnesota. Anyone with information regarding this incident can contact the Beltrami County Sheriff's Office at 218-333-9111. Quite a drug bust over the weekend for North Dakota Highway Patrol. 32 pounds of meth, 35 pounds of marijuana recovered in the Fargo area yesterday following a traffic violation. The car was headed east on I-94 in the Fargo area when they were stopped for following too closely. These two people from California were arrested for felony possession of drugs with intent to deliver. Their pictures on your screen right now. The case is still under investigation by the North Dakota Highway Patrol. A Fargo man has been charged with murder after a homicide investigation that police responded to last Friday. That morning, police were notified by 29-year-old Daniel Habiger of a fight that happened at 701 10th Street North in Fargo. Habiger told police he had been in a fight that left this man dead. He is 32-year-old Jared George. Fargo Police Chief David Todd would not say what caused his death, but did say it was the result of a physical altercation. Habiger is now facing the maximum punishment for a Class AA felony, which is life in prison without parole. Snow and ice are believed to have caused a rollover crash in Ramsey County, North Dakota. Authorities say 35-year-old Darren Gray of Webster, North Dakota, was heading south on Highway 20 north of Devil's Lake when he lost control of his pickup. The vehicle crossed the roadway and went into the east ditch before rolling and ending up on its wheels. Gray was taken to a hospital. He is currently in serious yet stable condition. Troopers are still investigating the crash. A one-year-old, the latest scam could be popping up in your Facebook inbox soon. Later on Valley News Live at 6, we'll tell you what to look out for so that you don't lose a ton of money. But first, battling a winter storm can be hazardous to your health. Hear what you can do to avoid serious injury. Up next.